Road to the Lines borders the Northern Defences, Moorish Castle Estate and Casemates. Although there's no vehicular access to it, it's a 5-minute walk from the heart of town. At a press conference this morning, details were given of the envisaged plans for this area of around 1,000 metres squared.
This would not be part of the government rental stock. This would be completely developed by a private developer, and the rental would be the responsibility of the developer or any business thereafter. But we would have very tight control in terms of the contractual agreements of what the end use of this property is. This was formerly government rental stock, but because of the age of the property, it's no longer viable for the government to continue renovating this stock to rent it at government pre-war rates. However, we can still achieve development and regeneration and renewal by the development of this area with rents that have to be affordable rents, and we'll look at the contractual obligations that we are going to impose as part of the whole tender package to ensure that we achieve this.
Can you just explain a bit how that would actually work? What does the developer obviously would get rents out of it, the government would get people housed and the urban renewal. But how would it actually work? Would the government be selling the land, the plot? How would it work?
The whole process will be formally open tomorrow. Now we'll wait back to see what returns we get from anybody who wants to express an interest. The government has set the parameters, and then once we get the expressions of interest returned, we'll consider them, and then of course we'll work with whoever is the most successful project proposed to us to ensure that we achieve what we want to achieve for the area.
Housing Minister Samantha Sacramento explains the cluster of buildings in this part of Road to the Lines vary from 1 to 4 stories high. The government says it's committed to maintaining their current height and ensure the design is in keeping with the general look and feel of the old town. Residents have, she claims, been strategically decanted in clusters to allow for a bigger space for redevelopment. The idea, she adds, is regeneration, renewal and refurbishment.
It's a beautiful part of town, it's part of our heritage. It really enhances Gibraltar. Our upper town, our old town is absolutely beautiful. What we want to see is we want to see it restored. We don't want to see it demolished.
A small number of ground floor units would be available for commercial use, like cafes, bistros or small shops. The government says it's important to see the regeneration of this site in the wider context, which includes the Northern Defences as a prime tourist attraction.